Laughin from Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Yo.
Breakfast of Champions.
With that Mickey Pretzel. Today,
we're going to show you some of our favorite attractions here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're mostly focused on riding Slinky Dog today, so that's the plan. Anything else that we could possibly squeeze in would be great.
To show you exactly what it looks like during the ride. So we're going to do a full ride through. And we're going to show you the queue. The queue is awesome.
Here it is. Brought to you by the letter Q.
Well, off we go.
Hi, Jesse. Hi, Sheriff.
We do need to mention that we still are in the holiday season, which means Slinky Dog will actually play sleigh bells as we ride. We're going to hear him just in a second. I hear them coming around, don't you?
No, almost here. Here it comes. Cool.
So just so you know, it is going to play Jingle Bells for us. Another thing we should let you know is Slinky Dog always has a long line because right now it's one of the big attractions at Hollywood Studios, seeing as they're going through a whole lot of refurbishment. In the back of the queue, when you first come in, there is a dog tag for Buster the dog that's in all 3 movies. So Christian, I don't know about you, but my favorite part of this queue is the fact that like the queue is made up of the boxes for the ride, like to put the ride together. Like you can see back there the entire track. Of course, every time you put something together, you have leftover parts. So up there's some leftover parts, and the queue some leftover parts, which kind of worries me whether or not this was put together completely.
I have some questions about the legitimacy of a 10-year-old contractor, but other than that, I think it'll be fine.
And it says a symbol with adult supervision up there that it's recommended. So there was probably adult supervision.
It is what it is.
And next to the boxes to put together Slinky Dog, there's a toss across, which is actually part of the covering for the queue.
When it comes to theming, I think the entire Toy Story area, actually somebody else put it to me this way, it reminds them a lot of, on the opposite coast before they closed it down, but the Bugs Land area was very similar, where you're shrunk down to the size of a toy, or in their terms, shrunk down to the size of a bug. But being able to, even just to go this in-depth with the detail, like if you look around, there's also like silly putty pieces, erasers, things like that, things that definitely bring back that childhood, like
those
memories, connects.
Yep.
All those senses and visual sights definitely bring up that childhood idealisms and imagination. So this area is just really, really well put together in my opinion, especially this ride. Just attention to detail is astounding.
So it says it wags his tail, wiggles his body, and then it says he can sit. I want to see Slinky Dog sit.
Actually, it says he can sit up and beg.
Oh. So this is the Slinky Dog box room. And the thing I like about this room is one, all the like dog toys on the outer wall. And then I love, so the way that the Slinky Dog Dash was made is they took the Slinky Dog toy and put it into the Dash and Dodge constructor set around the ride vehicles. And in this room, it shows you the amount of pieces, it shows you what type of ride pieces you have, that sort of stuff. I didn't know Slinky Dog had a pull string. That's pretty cool.
Well, if you look at the bottom of Slinky Dog's paws, he has these wheels, and the idea was, as you drag him along and turn corners and things like that, like on a walk, the Slinky elongates and stretches, and it makes it just more fun.
Mm-hmm. Now it does talk about its springy tail. When Slinky Dog first opened, he did have a springy tail. He still has the noise for the springy tail. But we think what's going to happen is right now it's away, but it will make a return. However, it may not be as springy. And on the other side of the box is that concept that I was talking about of them putting Slinky Dog around the ride vehicles. And they even changed the name on this concept. Fantastic. There's also a Slinky Frog and a Slinky Train. I would like a Slinky Train.
That'd be fun.
Of course, you know, when it comes to putting together toys, you need Elmer's glue. Because if not, you gotta use duct tape. And I don't see any duct tape around here. We are in the toss across room, which I showed you guys outside. And then Cristian, those details you were talking about, there they are.
Yep. It's like a putty, like a silly putty of sorts. And then you've got that eraser sitting on top. Just to kind of even out the clipboard with the toss across.
And I think the amount of detail that's put on that eraser, like you can see that it's been used.
Yep.
Like that's so cool. And then you can also see this pencil right here. As we get closer to the pencil, you'll be able to see that even the pencil eraser has been used.
Yep. I also like these screens that they put in. Now this is not just this ride specifically. I'm talking about in the last like year or two, Disney has gone to all of their larger attractions, ones that have longer queue lines, and a lot of it having to do with the efficiency of loading the ride itself. And have placed in these video screens to give guests the opportunity to see exactly what it's going to look like once they get there, so that way they can better prep. I think that's a fantastic way to kind of shorten the wait, and it's really fun because it's themed. It's part of the show, as it were.
I really like really over awesome. At Alien Swirling Saucers that is like that. Yeah.
Yep. I know Mine Train has one. I know Splash Mountain has one over in the Magic Kingdom. So it's just, again, just a really, really cool thing. Oh, and Toy Story Midway Mania has it also. So.
Yep. So here's the pencil. You can see the sharpen marks at the top. And down here you can see the eraser has been used. And down here on the back of the glue bottle, it even has the instructions on like how to use the glue, how to clean up the glue. So everything that a regular glue bottle would have, which is really impressive. And it's Elmer's.
It's that attention to detail again, just being able to say that you are legitimately shrunken down to the size of a toy. It just really brings the story right back around.
And not only does it have all these things to continue with that attention to detail, it even has the correct address for Elmer's glue.
I didn't even notice that one. That's awesome.
And then the last thing I wanted to mention was right before we get on the ride, there's going to be a separation for even and odd families, which really cuts the wait time down a lot, which is good for any attraction. So I'm really glad that they did that. That way they know like this amount of people has even parties, this amount of people has odd parties. But now it's time to get on the ride.
Let's do it.
The last thing I want to point out before we get on is the hidden Mickey right here. And then right below it, you see down towards the left side is a tower, like a sniper tower. That is the closest relation in Toy Story Land to anything that was here before. Because over there, where that fence is actually where the Earful Tower stood.
Yeah.
So we have the Mickey in the tower to represent the Earful Tower.
Also, if you look at the box of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, it says 1995, which is the year that Toy Story was actually released. It's the price on the T-Rex. I thought that was another cool little feature.
Here we go.
I might be a classic, but I still got a spring in my
We'll miss you.
Goodbye. Oh God! Oh no! Oh man, I hope there's no drop for that!
That was the end? Oh, look at the spinny thing. That's cool.
Why are we going backwards?
Oh no!
Are we supposed to go forwards? I know sciences, but I think we're going in the wrong direction. I just hope we don't go fast. Oh, this ain't so bad.
Yeah!
Oh, God!
There's Star Wars! Star Wars!
The Star Wars!
The big finale. Wheezy! Woo!
You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from the nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Son, you got a friend.
Partly cloudy.
Yeah, you got a friend in me.
This is my favorite song.
Me too.
You
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
You got
No
troubles, and
I got them too. There ain't anything I wouldn't do for you.
We
Stick together and see it through. 'Cause you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me.
Golly, that was so much fun. Please stay seated. Please stop and grab your things and step out to your right.
I cannot see at all right now because the sun is right there.
Whoop. This one me. This guy. This. There we go. This is me. This is me.
You're Slinky?
Yes.
Slinky.
Yes.
So, that was it. That was our ride on Slinky Dog.
It's a good time.
We got a good seat too, second row.
Second row. I feel bad for the people in front of us. Screamed the whole time.
They were laughing at us. Yep. We had fun, and I'm glad we could show you those details there in the queue. Because sometimes you just don't get around to it, or there's some people who just can't ride the attraction. And I'm glad we're able to share that with you guys.
Just one more bit of advice as part of the updates and everything going on with parking. It is kind of a walk from wherever it is that you do end up parking. The tram doesn't do you a whole lot of favors. I recommend just taking the old, footmobile, as it were. But just keep an eye on that as you come in, especially through the new entrance. If you plan your day around coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, just make sure that you come with plenty of time and be ready to walk.
And it is the end of our day, so I do believe it's time for us to go watch for Free Range Grandmas. Bye, guys.